What do you think about Silverstone being in consideration to replace London? Do you wish to stay racing in London?
I certainly do. Yes, yes.
100%. I didn't know this was an option. I hope we continue in the city circuits. I think it's part of Formula E's DNA to race on city tracks, right? And I don't want that to go away. But it is hard logistically. It is very hard. You depend on the city hall. There's different politicians. The neighborhood sometimes doesn't like that you block the streets. It's extremely complex to make a city circuit. People underestimate that. So I understand that maybe it's not possible to continue here, but I would like that we stay.
I don't know. I think the calendar for next year is out, and it's including London. So it feels like in a long time that, but why not? The cars will become faster, and I'm sure the organization is trying to do the best possible for the championship.
Yeah, it's nice. We enjoy racing in the cities. We enjoy the city tracks. So we need to keep Formula E's DNA in our championship, that's for sure. I have no idea if we're coming back here when we are or what we're going to do, so I can't really comment on that. But I do think it's important, especially for the drivers and the difficulty of the championship with the nature of the street circuits, that we try and keep some of its DNA. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's a bad thing to explore out in a certain way, because we have to evolve. But yeah, I think the city circuits and the people that we attract and the people that we're showing our show to need to be from the cities.
It's nice to have home support, and it's nice to be in London. Am I a major fan of this track as a track? Probably not, no, but I think we create a good spectacle here. I think that Formula E puts on an awesome show. And at the end of the day, we are an entertainment. It's not just about what the drivers like, it's about what the fans like as well, and we do provide them a great experience.
My vision of the Formula E calendar is divided in 3/3. So 1/3 key events, like you described, like Tokyo, like Zurich was, like London, and so on. So 1/3 of the calendar in key cities, like New York once was. 1/3 in tracks that you could mix up with other series, like Monaco, Long Beach, whatever, St. Petersburg or whatever, Macau. So 1/3 only Formula E special tracks, 1/3 mixed city tracks, and 1/3 permanent tracks. I think if we reach this balance, it's very good and will make sense both financially and in terms of sport.
Well, I would love London to remain. I think it's a great event. It's obviously the home of Formula E as well. It's a great city. I think we have a fun track here as well. I mean, not everyone is the biggest fan of it, but I personally like it. I think it's challenging, and I hope we, if this one is not on the list, then hopefully we find another solution.
Well, if you just look at the statistics for myself, I've never really been competitive in London, so I would try Silverstone instead then.
It would be cool. Obviously, I've raced a lot at Silverstone. I had a lot of success there, so yeah, it would be cool to see Formula E at Silverstone.
I think it's very important for what the championship's trying to achieve to be in these headline cities. I obviously understand why this is not going to be on the calendar, because it's just expanding all the time. It's just a constant building site basically. But I have to say it's very fun to drive. It's quite awkward, but in a good way. With the FIA in Paris, I'd hope we'd be able to go back there one day. Even if we're not in the centre, I've always said it would be great if we can do a race in Park Lane down to Buckingham Palace, then back up. But obviously, I know that would be probably several tens of millions. So, I think we need to keep. We can't just have one or two halo events. They need to be all good. And I'm sure. I have a lot of faith in Jeff, our relatively new CEO. So I'm sure he's working on that as best as he can with what he has, and we'll see. Yeah, I'd like to be back to Rome would be nice. Paris would be great. But we'll see. London's a big place. I'm sure we can find another street circuit somewhere that we can. Battersea, I don't think will work for our cars. They're too fast now. But yeah, we need those big cities. Yeah.